My name is John Fredericks. I'm a radio talk show host in Virginia. Statewide, you can get me on WHKT AM 1650 in Hampton Roads, WNTW AM 820 in Richmond, WBRG Super Talk 1050, Lynchburg, Roanoke, are always online at the JohnFredericksRadioshow.com. We're here to broadcast live the 2016 Republican Convention, Republican Party of Virginia, which will convene on Friday afternoon and Saturday. Once again, what was supposed to be a very calm exercise of allocating state delegates along to what the voters wished. There's 13 state delegates to be allocated tomorrow. Donald Trump, who I am an ardent supporter of, won the state. He got over 35% of the popular vote. They were looking for 4 delegates to allocate the other 9 evenly. That seems to have been agreed to by the nominating committee. So kumbaya, everybody's happy, and the delegates get ostensibly allocated by the will of the voters. Enter stage right Ken Cuccinelli, coming in once again to overrun the convention with Cruz delegates, much better organized than the Trump people are, because many of those people are new, in the middle of other fights, state committee woman, maybe chairman. And so what they're looking to do is to overturn the nominating committee's recommendation of 13 delegates and stack it with 13 Cruz delegates, once again subverting the will of the people. If you're part of the Cuccinelli Cruz camp, voters apparently don't matter. All you do is out-organize the other guy through nefarious means, and you stack it with your own people. Here's the deal, though. If this happens tomorrow, and this convention is put through that, with ballot after ballot until they get their 13, when Mr. Cuccinelli turns around and tries to run for governor again in the May 2017 convention, look, actions have consequences. They have ramifications. I think it's going to put him in a very difficult position, because a lot of these delegates who are here today have long memories about some of the shenanigans that go on. We'll see how it plays out tomorrow. Thank you for having me.
All right, now on behalf of the Donald Trump campaign, we're going to have Corey Stewart, Chairman of the Prince William County Board of Supervisors. Corey?
Good afternoon, Virginia. You ready to make a Republican president in November? I want you to listen, because the next couple of minutes are going to be somewhat confusing. The establishment in Virginia put together a committee to put together a so-called unity slate. The establishment. Tired, weak, uninspired, uninspiring, weak-kneed, and weak-jawed. The first slate that you will be voting for was put together by these weak-kneed people. Do you want to support that slate? Ladies and gentlemen, whether you're a Cruz supporter or a Trump supporter, make sure that on the first ballot that you destroy this slate and send a message to the establishment in Virginia that their time has come, that the bell has tolled, and the end of the Republican establishment is today. Thank you.
Okay, someone to speak in favor of the slate.
Ken Cuccinelli speaking in favor of the slate. So, I'm not sure how many times you have to sue Barack Obama before you're not a member of the establishment, but I think I've crossed that threshold. And the fact of the matter is, this slate may get voted down. This is the nominations committee's compromise slate. It's got the youngest, maybe the youngest delegate in the country, a Trump delegate, Jack Salm, on it. It's got the Rubio chairman, Tim Hugo, on it. It's got a number of us who are Cruz supporters on it. And in the last 2 months, especially, Senator Cruz has successfully coalesced an awful lot of the support that previously supported a lot of these other candidates. Now, let's just talk good hard numbers here, folks. Everybody can vote for this is an olive branch, believe it or not. And if it's rejected, everybody's going to come forward with a different slate, as will we. We'll come forward with an all-Cruz slate. And if you don't want to take any, well, you can roll the dice on voting no. But I would urge every Cruz supporter and every Unity supporter to vote for the party slate. Thank you all very much.
Completed the tabulation of the vote on the recommended slate. The raw vote was 1,033 yes, 858 no. The weighted vote, yes, 5,963.454, no, 5,230.546. The slate passes. I will now call. Thank you all. The business of this convention now concluded. The convention is adjourned. Thank you very much for your support and your patience as we work through this. And have a safe trip home. And again, let's be ready to beat Hillary in November.
Well, you got 38%, and Ted is successfully coalescing, unifying most of the rest of the party. And that's the only way we can do this. It's the only way we can win a vote like this, is that kind of unifying. And there were a lot of people who 6 months ago wondered whether Ted Cruz could do that or would do that, and he has done it. It's why we're doing so well. That and having a good grassroots is why we're doing so well in these events all around the country. And, we don't win everywhere. We didn't win in Massachusetts today, but we won in Virginia today. And really, this was a compromise slate. This was an olive branch. People here didn't want to hear that, but you saw how the votes went. If we wanted a 13-0 slate, we could have had it. Instead, we supported the mixed slate that was a unity slate, and that's an effort we're trying to make all around the country. Thanks, guys.
My first focus is to get Donald Trump elected President of the United States, and I don't want to get in the way of that most important effort.
Let me ask you this, what is it you bring to the table to be the governor of Virginia?
Well, I'm a fighter. I've been up in Prince William County. I'm elected by 500,000 people in a 60-40 Obama district. I've led on illegal immigration. I've led the nation's toughest crackdown on illegal immigration. I was the first to eliminate concealed carry, handgun carry permit fees. I'm a very strong fighter. I never back down. And if people are looking for a strong conservative who's going to take on the establishment, I'm the guy.
So, do you feel confident that Trump is going to the White House?
Trump is going to win the nomination, and he's going to win in November. He's just carrying, millions of people who have never been involved in the Republican process are just coming from the Democratic side. A lot of blue-collar workers, a lot of people are concerned about the direction of the country, and Trump is bringing them in, and that's why we're going to beat Hillary Clinton this November.
And so is there anything you want to change in Virginia when you become governor?
Well, yes, I do. For one thing, this party process of selecting the delegates this way, in a way that's not proportional to the way the people voted, that we've got to do away with that. It's a rotten structure. It needs to be torn down and rebuilt.
I noticed that your name was actually on the slate for delegates, for the nomination delegates at large.
That was for the Trump slate.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what happened?
Well, what happened was we couldn't defeat the establishment's slate that was put together. We almost beat it, but that's okay because the establishment thinks they won a battle today. And honestly, what it really shows is that they're very, very weak and they're going down.